All right, we're going to talk about Abimelech. This is Judges chapter 9. Abimelech was Gideon's son, and he manipulated his mother's family to back him to say that one ruler is better than the 70 sons of Gideon. And this was all in Shechem. So when they all agreed, the money that they gave Abimelech hired some very dirty mercenaries. And he used those dirty mercenaries to slaughter all 70 of his brothers. And that was all on one stone in Ophrah. But there was one brother out of 70 that he did not kill. And that was his younger brother, Jotham. After the massacre, Abimelech was crowned king. But before Jotham ran away, he cursed those that knew about the conspiracy behind Abimelech. And the curse basically was to say Abimelech's death as well as everybody else with him. So when Jotham ran away, it was game on. Jotham speaks of a fable that a bramble tells the cedar if it does not take shade with it, it will threaten it to burn. That blood is on their hands and they will face their destruction. As 3 years go by with Abimelech in power, God sends an evil spirit to get in the way of the men of Shechem and Abimelech. There was a lot of violence and murder going around, and even men on mountaintops waiting for Abimelech's men just to rob them. And Abimelech knew all this. There was this one man from Shechem that secretly wanted to engage Abimelech. His name was Gal. It's G-A-A-L. I can't really say or pronounce it right. But Abimelech's governor heard this and he reported it to Abimelech. Now, we already know what's going to happen. Abimelech's going to conquer, be victorious. He's going to do a lot of killing. He's a madman, right? And, you know, his governor gave him the heads up. And basically, Gal really got it handed to him. So Abimelech in this case, right, he's feeling like he's powerful. No one can touch him. And it's getting to his head. After Abimelech took over Shechem, he went to a nearby city called Thebez, and he thrashed that place up. So all the townspeople ran up the tower. When Abimelech gets to the tower, he wants to set it on fire. And he tells his men, whatever you see me do, I want you to do. So he's pretty much trying to burn this tower down full of people. And this tower held a lot of people, but Abimelech followed all of them. This guy's nuts. But then this happens. There was a woman who's unknown to this day who picked up a big millstone and happened to see Abimelech below her. Now, we're talking about a lot of things going on. People are panicking. There's fire. There's people rushing the tower. People are on the tower. This woman happened to just pick up a millstone, very coherent, while a lot of things are happening. And she looks over the tower and she sees Abimelech trying to burn the tower down. And she just drops it right on his head. At this point, he's going to die. He would be embarrassed by that. He told his sword bearer to strike him dead, but he didn't want to die from a woman, lest people talk about his death being done by a woman. But we all know that that millstone dropped on his head, and if there was no sword bearer, he would have died anyway. So really, there's no difference. So that's why he did all that. He would rather have somebody else kill him rather than be known that a woman killed him. And this story is to show that you cannot force yourself to be a king, because God's not going to have that. And when Jotham put a curse out on Abimelech, it actually happened. God always wins. Always. I hope you liked today's reading. We'll see you next time.